Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever looked at a koala and thought, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to have one of these adorable creatures as a pet? I mean, who wouldn't want to snuggle up with a fluffy, plush toy-like animal every day? Well, before you start imagining your life with a koala buddy, let's talk about why keeping a koala as a pet is not as easy or as great of an idea as it might seem. Trust me, it's not just about grabbing some eucalyptus leaves and calling it a day. There's a lot more to it. So, let's dive right in. Let's start with the number one reason why koalas can't be kept as pets: their diet. Koalas are incredibly picky eaters, and when I say picky, I mean they have a diet that's almost impossible to replicate in captivity unless you live in the right environment. Koalas eat eucalyptus leaves, and not just any eucalyptus leaves. They specifically prefer certain species of eucalyptus trees. Out of over 700 species of eucalyptus, koalas mainly feed on just a handful. That's right, koalas have specific tastes, and they aren't going to settle for anything else. But why is this such a big deal? Well, eucalyptus leaves are actually toxic to most animals. Koalas have evolved to handle these toxins, but their bodies are adapted to process only certain types of eucalyptus. If they eat the wrong type, it can make them very sick. And because these leaves are so low in nutrients, koalas spend up to 5 hours a day just eating to get the energy they need to survive. If you're thinking you could just feed them something else, think again. Koalas are strict herbivores and would likely refuse anything that isn't eucalyptus. So, unless you've got a few acres of the right kind of eucalyptus trees growing in your backyard, feeding a koala would be a nightmare. Now, let's talk about their habits. Koalas are nocturnal, which means they're awake and active during the night. So while you're trying to sleep, your koala would be up, moving around and eating. Imagine trying to get some rest while your pet is rustling through eucalyptus leaves at 3 a.m. That's not exactly the cuddly experience most people imagine when they think of having a koala as a pet. And then there's the water issue. Koalas rarely drink water. They get most of their hydration from the eucalyptus leaves they eat. However, if a koala is sick or dehydrated, they will need to drink water. But administering water to a koala isn't simple. If a koala is sick enough to need water, it would likely require specialized veterinary care. Plus, this isn't something you'd be able to do at home without risking the koala's health. Beyond their diet and habits, there are also legal and ethical concerns. In most places, it's actually illegal to keep a koala as a pet. Koalas are a protected species, and there are strict laws in place to ensure their safety and conservation. In Australia, where koalas are native, it's illegal to keep a koala as a pet unless you're a licensed wildlife carer, and even then, it's only under very specific circumstances. These laws exist for a good reason. Koalas are a vulnerable species, with their population declining due to habitat destruction, climate change, and diseases like chlamydia, which affects many wild koalas. Keeping a koala as a pet would not only be challenging, but could also harm efforts to conserve this species. Koalas need to be in their natural habitat, where they can live and reproduce safely. So, while the idea of having a koala as a pet might seem appealing at first, the reality is far more complicated. Koalas have very specific needs that are difficult to meet in a domestic setting. Their diet is incredibly specialized, they have unique nighttime habits, and there are serious legal and ethical issues to consider. Koalas are amazing creatures, and the best way to appreciate them is by supporting conservation efforts and learning more about them in their natural habitat. So next time you think about how cute it would be to have a koala as a pet, remember that these animals are best left in the wild, where they belong. If you want to see koalas up close, consider visiting a wildlife sanctuary or supporting organizations that work to protect them. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, take care and stay curious.